Hello and welcome this amazing Sunday evening. We are live currently, and the time is 6 p.m. here in the UK. Please, we are great. It is great to have you. Please do share the live stream. Today is all about you. We will be talking about what you want to talk about. We will be chatting about what you want to chat about. And it is a great privilege, for me to welcome you here today. Please do share the live stream wherever you are. Also, do let us know where you're watching us from. Okay. Please do share the stream. I'm just going to go out for it, just briefly before I come back so I can share the stream as well across some other media. Wherever you're watching us from this evening, you're absolutely welcome. Speak to you soon. Welcome back. Welcome back. Great to have you. Always a privilege to be hosting you. And it always gives me joy when I do this. Please, I do what, do help me share the live stream. Let's get some people on board, this evening. Do let me know where you're watching me from. Let me know where you're watching me from. We're going to be sharing quite a few exciting things with you guys this evening. Tonight is all about you. It's about your business. It's about your enterprise. It's about what you need help with, and we're going to try as much as we can to do that. We are streaming live on YouTube, streaming live on Facebook, streaming live on Twitter as well, and I believe also on Instagram. So do let me know wherever you're watching me from this wonderful, beautiful evening. It's an honor to be with you. I know you're taking out time from your schedule, from maybe many other things, but hey, listen, this is something for you to be watching, because every time we are live, we don't just come here to blab about. We come here to share something important. We come here to share something that is productive, something which we believe it's going to add value to you. So all the content we share is meant to help your journey as an entrepreneur. It's meant to help you as an entrepreneur. It's absolutely definitely meant to bring value to you and to your business. This is why we do what we do. Okay, we do this to increase, or to help you to grow, and also for your business to grow along with that growth that comes. Growth is not always, well, human growth in terms of like biological growth is natural, but every other area of your life, you have got to put in the time, you have got to put in the effort, you've got to put in the work for you, for growth to take place. And in business especially, you've got to put in a lot of work. You've got to put in a lot of work. You've got to put in a lot of hours to learn the craft of your business, to learn your sector, to learn what makes people succeed in your business sector or in your business area. You have got to put in the time and the energy to make it successful, without which it is not going to be successful. Unfortunately, it's not just going to come up like that. You have got to put in the time. You have got to put in the work. You have got to put in the effort. You have got to put in all the strength and the resources that you've got for it to actually work. Okay, you have got to make that reasonable sacrifice for you to be able to achieve the goal of the objective that you desire to achieve. So great to have you. Do let me know wherever you are or wherever you're watching me from. I may not be able to see all of you, but we are live on Facebook, we're live on Twitter, we are live on Instagram, and we are live on YouTube as well. So do let me know where you're watching from this evening. Let me know where you're watching from this evening. Always a privilege. Always a privilege to welcome each and every one of you. Always a privilege to welcome every one of you. Always a privilege. So do let me know. Do let me know where you're watching us from. This is The Entrepreneur. Everything we do on the platform of The Entrepreneur is about educating people in entrepreneurship, helping people with their businesses, helping them find ways to sell their products, helping them find ways to penetrate their markets, bringing you guys exposure about technology, what is going on in the blockchain space, in cryptocurrencies. We talk about investments here. We talk about money. Who doesn't like talking about money? We do talk about that here. And we do like talking about how you can make it in life, because that is what it's about. How you can make it all across life, financially, economically, spiritually, all round, how you can make it in life. This is what we like talking about this, and we do enjoy talking about it. And it's always a privilege and an honor to share this platform with each and every one of you. Tonight, my guest is meant to be Roderick Fuafu, who is currently the CTO, the Chief Technology Officer of Afroverse, and he's also the founder of Wesi, a digital marketing agency. He's also the co-founder of Liquidity Hub. So he is well known across Africa and across the tech space, the tech industry, and he's done incredible work. He's done incredible work, close to 2 decades in this space right now. He's the only one I know physically who's met Elon Musk and had conversations with him and has done, some business with him. But unfortunately, he's not going to join us tonight. It's unfortunate he won't join us tonight because he's got a flu and his voice is a little bit croaky, so he wouldn't be able to join us tonight. But tonight, therefore, we decided to do something different, something slightly different, something we haven't done before. Based on who is online. If we know where you're watching us from, and if you're an entrepreneur, we would like to bring you on board, have a conversation with you. But we need to know where you're watching us from, because I cannot see where people are watching me from. So I would like to know where you're watching from so that I can be able to at least invite a couple of you online to talk about your business and maybe share your idea. Let's explore your business a little bit and see how we can help to add value to that. And if you need help in a particular area with your business, we can definitely talk about that as well. So it's about you. I see some people are watching, but I don't know where you're watching from. Leave us a message in the chat. Leave a message in the chat so I can see where you're watching from. So if I can see that, I will be in a better position to relate and be able to invite you on board. So please do bear with me. Do bear with me. You see my head moving left and right and center. I'm just trying to, capture who's doing what where. So capture who's doing what where. But definitely do let me know if you're online, where you're watching from. I'm just trying to pick out who's online and because I can't seem to see. Let me know where you're watching us from this evening. Great to be with you. Great to spend this evening time with each and every one of you. Do let me know what you want us to talk about this evening, and we will talk about that this evening. I trust you've been having a wonderful week, wonderful Sunday. And if your week didn't go as greatly as you wanted it to be, I just want you to know this. It's okay. It's okay. Do not fret about it. Do not beat yourself up about it. Do not, scratch your head too much about it. Do not, knock your head against the wall about it. It is just part of this thing that we call life. Sometimes you get a great week, sometimes you have an upside down week, sometimes you have a character building week. But whatever the case may be, never ever beat yourself up because you are becoming. All of those experiences are what make you who you are. Never give up on yourself. Never give up. Never doubt yourself. If everyone else doubts you, you shouldn't doubt yourself. If everyone says you cannot do it, you have to believe that you can do it, because until you do, nobody is going to be able to say it and believe it. And now, one thing you should bear in mind is this: when you believe that you can do everything or anything, when you believe that your goal is achievable, when you believe that your goal is attainable, when it is within your heart that you are able to do this and you believe it firmly, trust me, you will be able to do it. I'm telling you this. And people will see the confidence, in how you do the things that you do. And sooner or later, you will see people rooting for you, people believing, believing you, and people actually following you. It is not easy. It is not easy because everything we do as entrepreneurs, is about gaining attention for what we do. If you are in business and you cannot, make the necessary noise or make the necessary ramblings to get people listening to you or people paying attention to what you're doing, you're not going to be in business for very long. And I'm going to tell you, there's going to be many times when you're going to organize some stuff and you'll be expecting thousands of people, and maybe only 2 or 3 people will show up. And in moments like that, you're going to be heartbroken. Sometimes I've made this and I've had zero. I mean, nobody was watching. I mean, zero. Nobody was watching. And I'm thinking, what is going on here? Did I miss something? But when I look at it, though, even though it be 1, 0, or it be 10, or it be 20, it be 50, or 100, or 1,000 people, I encourage myself and I say, I'm going to do this. Even if people do not see it, I know I am putting in the work. I am committed to doing I'm committed to doing this, and I'm committed to pushing it forward to the extent that I can. It may take some time. It may take a few, heading into a few roadblocks. I may not be able to get maybe a couple of people to be watching it regularly, but I know as long as I'm putting in the effort, as long as I am committed, as long as I do not give up, at some point I'm going to have a break where thousands and hundreds of thousands and maybe millions of people at every moment will be watching to see what is actually going on the entrepreneur. Now, that is the commitment and the dedication that you must have. Come rain, come sun, come, hell or high water, it doesn't matter what comes. You've got to keep going. This is the path that you choose when you call yourself an entrepreneur. If it was easy, then everyone will make it. But because it's not easy, you see, the faint of heart are literally sieved out of it. And only the brave, the strongest of us, remain and stay committed year in, year out, day in, day out, week in, week out, never giving up, never surrendering. We still keep believing. We believe so much that it is mind blowing to some other people looking at us, and they would think, "Oh, these people are mad. What are they doing? Are they crazy?" But they cannot understand the passion, the dedication, and the commitment, and they cannot see the goal. Only you can, and that is why you have to push the way you do. On a day like this, it's a little bit challenging. When there are many people watching, then of course you feel like, okay, you're making impact. But when no one is watching, that is where the character of who you are is absolutely determined. And that is what the journey of an entrepreneur has got to be. An entrepreneur, you're rewarded in public for what you do in the private. You're rewarded in public for the solutions you find in private. You are rewarded financially for the solutions you provide in the secret place. You're rewarded in public for your heartaches and your struggles, your pains, your trials, and the tribulations that no one sees. This is why you're rewarded in public. And when you're rewarded, all of those same people who could not see you in your closet in the difficult moment, they will be thinking that you got lucky. They'll be thinking, oh, he's so lucky. Oh, he was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Because they didn't see the trying times when you were just alone, when you had to weep, or maybe when you had to cry, and also you had to encourage yourself. I made a video a couple of days ago, which I posted on my reels. You should watch that, by the way. You can watch it on TikTok. You should follow me on TikTok. On TikTok, you should follow me as the Enterpriser. So ENTE PRISEUR, the Enterpriser. So I posted a video that there is a hero in every one of us. When we watch superhero movies, or when you watch a movie, there is always someone who emerges as a hero. And we're always drawn to the story of the hero because it reminds us of our own stories. It reminds us of our own journey. This journey of every hero that you watch. It doesn't matter if you're a Marvel Avenger like myself, a Marvel fan like myself. You've seen all of them. Iron Man and Hulk and Thor. All those heroes, Captain America, Captain Marvel. You've seen all of them. But there is always something that attracts you to every one of those heroes. Their journey is always very unique. You see the times that they are beaten, but you're within your heart, you're rooting for them, you're praying for them, even though it's a movie, but you're kind of praying that they make it through. You see, in us is also a hero like that, a hero that refuses to give up in trying times. In every one of us is a hero that refuses to give up when everyone is giving up, when everyone says that, you're done. There's no hope for you. Your hero will tell you, we can do this. Your hero will always cheer you on in those trying times, in those nights when you're just alone by yourself, your hero will be reminding you and telling you, hey, before we began this journey, we knew where we wanted to go. We knew where we were heading to. Your hero will be there encouraging you. When life beats you and slaps you in the face and smacks you, leaves you battered, bruised, and broken, your hero will show you glimpses of your future and tell you, hey, listen, we pictured ourselves living by the ocean, living in a mansion, having these and having that, doing this for people, helping people, opening doors for people, becoming an example in society for people to emulate. Your hero will remind you of what you have got to conquer. You see, because your hero knows no defeat. It is impossible for your hero to be defeated. It is impossible for your hero, to be denied. But oftentimes we let our heroes be defeated. We let our heroes to be denied by conforming to the rules of society, conforming to the norms of society, by giving up on our dreams, giving up on our goals, not going after that which we believe. By not doing so, we put our heroes down, and our heroes become defeated in those moments. But if you can only listen to the voice of your hero calling out to you in the secret place, calling out to you where only you can hear, because only you knows the journey of your hero. Only you can hear your hero when he or she is calling out to you. Only you can. If you think, oh, Gerald, but how do I hear my hero? Trust me, in those moments when you have like a flash of destiny come to you in a moment, this is your hero showing you what is possible. We all have what we call imagination. Your hero uses your imagination to show you what can be. It uses your imagination to show you what is possible. And trust me, if you can see it, you can do it. If you can see it in your mind's eyes, you can do it. And I have this saying that until you see it, you will never hold it in your hand. Until you see it in your mind's eyes and you go after it, it will not be possible for you to hold it in your hand. So your hero will always show you what is possible. Your hero will always show you what is possible. But sometimes they say the flesh is weak. You cannot let the flesh be weak. You cannot let yourself down. You cannot let your hero down. We all want our heroes to win. And trust me, there's no better hero than yourself. Oh, this may sound selfish. There is no better hero than yourself. You're the best hero that is out here on earth. You know why? Because you are actually creating a world of your own. You're creating a universe of your own. What goes on and affects other people, it may not affect you if you know what you're doing and you believe on your journey here on earth. Because we're all passerbys, they say. But we're not just any kind of passerbys. No, we are actually living and being and becoming. This is who we are. We are creating new pathways, new thought patterns, new trends. We are creating new realities. We are bringing from the realm of the unseen, things which have not been seen before. We are bringing them into being through our journey. For example, before there were rockets, somebody saw it in their mind. They saw it in their imagination. And out of their imagination, they brought it out into the visible physical world that we see. Before there were mansions, people were living in huts. People were living in thatched houses. People were living in caves. But somebody saw in their mind a picture of a house. And they said, okay, we're going to use sticks. And then later on, they said, no, we shouldn't use sticks. Somebody saw it in their mind. They saw mud blocks. They said, okay, no, let's use cement blocks. You see, so if you can see it in your mind's eyes, as long as you can see it, as clearly as you can see it, the easier it is for you to bring it out in the physical. For example, every project you start, before you begin building a house, the house is already finished in your mind. I'm building a house right now. I see the finished product of the house. Think about that. You have this finished product in your mind before it is actually realized in the physical. Now in the Bible, God says he calls for those things that are not seen as if they are seen. Why? Because truly this is how it is for us men, and only a human being have the capacity to call for those things, bring forth out of the realm of the unseen to the realm of the seen, the things that the man sees in the realm of the unseen. You see, your hero shows you that. This is why I say there is a hero in every one of us. In Christianity, we call our heroes the Holy Spirit. We say we are one with the mind of Christ. New Age religion, they say, it is the higher self or the God mind or the universe or whatever they want to call it, you see. But there is a hero in you. Now, sometimes it's okay as a hero to take some hits and take some punches. It's part of life, because it is in those moments that the character of your hero is shaped, determined, formed, and molded. And you need that in every single moment, because without that, you as a person will not akin to the voice of your hero. There is a hero in you. I say that over and over and over again. The hero in you will never give up. When people give up on you, your hero will never give up on you. Even when you die, your hero still lives on. Think about that. That is how incredible your hero is. That is how awesome your hero is. There is a hero in you. Sometimes you sit and your hero brings these ideas that come flooding into your mind, and if you're like me, you have so many journals or diaries or whatever you scribe on. Sometimes you can just go and you're writing and writing. Sometimes your hero will bring in your dreams. He will show you things of things yet to come, things which are not seen. Only you can see it. Why? Because only your hero knows who you are, and only your hero knows your future. And so he brings from the future the things that you've already accomplished. He brings them and shows them to you now. For you to think it's now, but for your hero, these things are already done. You see, and it's only those who believe that what they see in their mind's eyes, what they see in their imagination, what their hero shows them, and they believe that, okay, if my hero shows me this, then it is possible for me to achieve it. Only the people who do believe that way actually go on to achieve anything in life. And of course, success is relative. Napoleon Hill says success is the achievement of a worthy ideal. Whatever that ideal is for you, and you achieve it, that is called success. It is very unfortunate, like in the world in which we live in now, every time to measure success, people look at your wealth or your net worth. They look at how much money you have, how much flamboyance and power and influence you can throw around. Now, this is how, in our day, people look at success. But there are different kinds of levels of success. Different kinds. My mother is a very successful woman. In fact, I have not seen a woman or any person more successful than my mother. She raised 5 children on her own by herself. Incredible. Amazing sons and daughters that she raised. What a successful woman she is. There are different other measures of success. In business, in entrepreneurship, whatever you do, you set out to build something and you build it, give yourself a pat on the back. That is success. Your hero is the highest contributor to your success journey and to your success story. Your hero contributes the highest, because your hero is the one that encourages you every now and then of what to do and how to do it. Your hero is the highest cheerleader you have. And the thing is this, your hero is never disappointed in you. When I'm talking about your hero, I'm talking about your inner self, your spirit. Your hero is never disappointed in you. No, you can fail a billion times. Your hero will never be disappointed in you. He will never be disappointed in you. Your hero always loves you unconditionally. Your hero doesn't judge you the way you judge yourself. Your hero is not as critical of you as you think. Your hero is not judgmental. He doesn't want to punish you or send you to hell. No, your hero is always loving you, is always cheering you on. When you're beating yourself, your hero is scratching its head and saying, why are you beating yourself up? It's okay. It's a mistake. Forgive yourself. Let's move on. There are bigger things for us to do. There are bigger things for us to accomplish together. Your hero is always believing in you. He never gives up in you. He doesn't think badly about you. He doesn't condescend you. He doesn't insult you. In fact, he's always forgiving, 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 forgiving of you. You have also got to learn to forgive yourself. On this journey called life, you're going to make mistakes. Oh, that's given. You will hurt people. Oh, yes, you will, knowingly or unknowingly. In fact, sometimes you will be so good that people will just be hurting because you're being so good and so nice. I'm telling you, you're just so good that you're hurting people because you're being so good. Think about that. So in life, you will hurt people. I prefer never hurt somebody deliberately. No, it's not good to do that. It's not good to do that. But you will hurt people, knowingly or unknowingly. When you decide to become an entrepreneur, people will get hurt somehow, knowingly or unknowingly to you. And people will criticize you. Oh, yes, not everybody will support you. Oh, on this journey, you will definitely want everyone to support you, everyone to get on your back, everyone to come with you, everyone to invest with you, everyone to encourage you and say, hey, listen, it doesn't work like that, trust me. You will definitely have people who will support you. You will definitely have people who will go an extra mile for you. One of those people is your hero, your inner self, your spirit man, who you are. Your hero will always be there for you. Your success is your hero's success. So think about that. When you have those moments, when you're thinking down on yourself and you're wondering, how do I raise capital? How do I get the extra dollar? How do I get, my business just to survive 2 more months and get one more investor? How do I survive this or that and so on and so forth? Your hero is within saying, we can do this together. We can do this together. And I just want to leave you guys with this today. To become a successful entrepreneur, you must know how to sell. You must know how to sell. You must know how to sell. If you cannot sell, learn how to sell. Because if you cannot communicate your message or cannot communicate the value of your products and services to other people and get them to part ways with their money, you're not going to be in business for very long. As an entrepreneur, you must know how to sell. In fact, in everything we do in life, is about sales. Think about it. As a man, before you got married, you saw a beautiful lady, you had to sell that lady. How handsome you are, how awesome you are, how amazing of a husband you would be to her. And because you are such a successful, person, the woman said, okay, I believe you. And they followed you into your house to become your wife. And as a woman, you also had to sell your husband. You are the one and only candidate who is most qualified to be the madam of the house. You had to sell your husband. Think about it. If you have a job right now, you have to sell your employer why you are the best candidate for the job. I conduct interviews all the time. And one of the questions I ask is, why should I hire you? Why should I hire you? Think about that. Why should I hire you? And every time the people, they have to sell me. Oh, sir, you should hire me because of this or because of that and da. They are selling themselves. Think about that. Everything we do in life is about sales. For example, your mother was selling you to go to school. A school is a good thing. Learning is a good thing. All of those things, they were selling it to you. Everything we do in life is about sales. Sales, sales, sales. As an entrepreneur, you must learn how to sell. And trust me, selling is not easy. Oh, I have raised, tens of millions of dollars in over a decade of being, in the financial industry. But I can tell you this, it's not easy to sell people. It's not easy to get people to part ways with their money. And oftentimes people get intimidated by the idea of selling. Oh, I'm shy. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I don't like talking to people. You don't like talking to people? Really? You better have to learn how to talk to people. If you want to be in business, in fact, just to be happy in life, you need to be a very good salesman. You need to be a very good salesman to be happy in life in general. Because if you're not happy talking to people, conveying a message, selling is an art. You're talking to people, you're conveying the information, you're having fun about it. If you cannot do that, trust me, like most people, they become depressed because they cannot do that. They think everyone is looking down on them. They, if you cannot sell, you're going to lack self-confidence. Self-confidence comes, you need to sell yourself that you know what you're doing, that you are okay. You will be all right. Regardless of what happens, you will stand. You have to sell to you. I have to sell myself every day. I need to get up every day, look at myself in the mirror and say, I'm the best entrepreneur Cameroon has ever got, and I am going to be a billionaire one day. I need to sell myself that I can do this. Even if no one else believes in me, I can do this. Even if there's only nobody watching this show right now, anywhere in the world, I need to look at it and I need to sell myself. It's part of the journey. A time is coming when thousands upon thousands of even millions will be tuning in to watch. I need to sell myself. So as an entrepreneur, you have got to sell. A pastor stands up one day, wants to build a church. You need to sell the members of the community. Oh, come to my church. They're living these days. Because of that, you need to sell. A girl sees a boy and maybe is attracted to the boy. She starts making some moves, trying to sell the boy. You don't always sell with your words. Some people sell with how they move, how they do whatever they do. There are different ways of selling. You have got to learn to sell as an entrepreneur. And I want to tell you this. Never be afraid as long as you are on earth, because you're talking to people just like you. They've got the same fears. You see that person you don't want to talk to? Maybe they've got their own inner fears. And they're just praying within their heart and saying, please talk to me, talk to me. You've got people like that. Have you ever had a situation where, I remember back in the days, like when I was still very wild. Not now, I'm calm now. There was this beautiful girl that I wanted to speak to. I was so attracted to, and I felt so intimidated because she was so pretty, and I felt out of place. But so one day, I don't know what I did, whether I smoked something. I don't know whether I smoked something or whatever. I had the courage to go, and I had the courage to approach the lady. So I approached her and I was like, I was there sweating. My hands were sweating. Even my hair was sweating. My underfeet, was sweating. Everything was sweating, and the girl could see it, and so just to ease me out of it, she came around, put her arms around me, and she told me, Gerald, I like you too. And I was like, man, so I've been struggling and stressing all this while just to tell you that, I'm feeling it for you when you're feeling it for me as well. So later on down the line, like every time I remember that incident, it just makes me to understand something about life and about selling. Don't be afraid to approach any single one. I've had people say no to me 1,000 times. I've had people say no to me 1,000,000 times, and I will still go back to them with the same enthusiasm, with the same passion, still talking about my product, still talking about my service. You have got to learn to sell. It doesn't matter how. You have to learn how to sell. Selling is not so difficult. And sometimes people get so tense about selling, No, make it enjoyable, make it, make it fun. If you know whatever joke this is the icebreaker. Sometimes to start conversations, just use an icebreaker, a common joke that maybe the person is going to relate with. And one of the things that most people use, like out here, is starting with the weather. Oh, what do you think about the weather? Oh, and then a conversation starts. Sometimes they use football. Because everyone loves football. So they start a conversation. Did you watch the match last night? Liverpool, Manchester, whatever. Use an icebreaker if you find it difficult communicating or selling to people, and then find a sweet spot for you to pitch in your product or your service. Tell them about your product. If you don't tell people about, this is one of the funny things I see young entrepreneurs doing. They are shy talking about their products. Can you imagine that? They are very shy talking about their products. You don't want to talk about your product? Who do you want to talk about it? Who do you want to talk about your product? You have got to be so bold. Talk about your product to everyone that you see. I'm going to tell you this. Yesterday, I was attending an ordination. I'm attending an ordination. Can you imagine? Like, of a priest. And while, things were going on, I was in the background pitching my product. I was pitching my product because you don't know. Maybe you're not going to see these people again. So it was an opportunity for me to pitch my product. Free marketing, free environment. There was free food. People were relaxed. This is the best time to pitch. When people are relaxed, they're eating, they're chatting, they're happy. It is always the best time to pitch. Trust me, you have got to use every opportunity to talk about your product. If you go to church, very good time to talk about, your product. Don't be afraid. Approach the pastor. Start with the pastor himself. Yeah. I always start with the top. I look for the alpha, because if I can talk to the alpha male or the alpha female about my product, then I can talk to everyone else. Start from there, because that is always the highest level of fear. So start with the highest fear factor. Once you conquer that, then you can conquer everyone else. And listen, people love being spoken to. People love being spoken to. I'll give you one trick when it comes to selling. Don't make it about you talking. No, let the client talk. Let the person you want to sell, let them talk as much as possible. In fact, sometimes let them talk about their cats, let them talk about their dogs, let them talk about how awesome their life is or how miserable their life is. Just bear the pain and listen to them. Let people talk. Let them talk. Because once they talk, then you draw them in and you're able to convey the message about your product or your service to them. Sales or selling has got to be fun. Everything we do in life is connected to sales. Everything we do is connected to sales. I tell you this. I kid you not. Everything we do is connected to sales. You have got to sell. You have got to love selling. There's a difference between sales and marketing. I'm not talking about marketing. I'm talking about sales. Sales has got to do with you, the person, communicating verbally, opening your mouth and speaking to people, telling them why they should give you their money for the product or the service that you're providing. This is what I'm talking about. And it has to do, sometimes people say they require a lot of self-confidence. I'm a shy person. You hear people saying that? I'm shy. Come on. You're not shy. You're not shy. Nobody is shy. Because everybody in the right environment, you see how they open up and you'll be wondering, but I thought this person is a shy person. No, they're just not in the right environment. They're just not, around the right people that they're comfortable with. And there is something that always makes people say they're not shy. What is that? They don't feel adequate. They don't feel worthy enough. They don't feel knowledgeable enough to, in that particular environment. And so they draw in. Listen to me. Open up. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Talk. You need to talk. We are in the business of talking. Sales is a business of talking. Talk. Just talk. Some people are paid just to talk. Think about that. Some people are paid just to talk. So sell. It's okay. It's part of the journey of every entrepreneur. So guys, I see a couple of you. Uh, yeah. I don't know where you guys are watching from. So do let me know where you're watching us from. Uh, let me know where you're watching us from so I see a couple of people. I would definitely have loved to bring you guys on board to have a conversation with you. I wanted to bring a few people on board to have a conversation. All right. Let me know where you're watching from. I want to send out an invite to you guys now. I want to send out an invite. Let me know where you're watching from. I want to invite a few of you to join me live. If you want to, just let me know. I don't want to embarrass you though. I don't want to embarrass anyone. So let me know. Oh, hello, goodies. So today, my goal was just to encourage you guys, to tell you to believe in yourself and make you understand that there is a hero in you. There is a hero in you who will always, always, always believe in you. There is a hero who will never give up on you. When everyone else gives up on you, the hero will always believe in you. And your hero will always show you things yet to come. Your hero will always open doors for you when you are about to give up, your hero never criticizes you, never judges you, never condemns you. Your hero always forgives you and makes you to know that regardless of your worst of um, atrocities, you're still loved. And your hero tells you that you can do it. Your hero believes in you and encourages you and is always there to support you. And you should also believe, believe that about yourself, that regardless of the challenges, you can make it through. We spoke about your hero, and we said you should listen to your hero more, not to your trials and challenges. Listen to your hero more. And we also said you must learn how to sell in business for you to be successful, because sales is the lifeblood of every enterprise, of every organization, of every firm. You must learn how to sell because everything we do is about sales. If you're married, you know what I'm talking about. You had to sell your wife, you know. Maybe some of you are in the process right now of selling your girlfriends or selling your boyfriends, to become your boyfriend or your girlfriend. So everything we do is about sales. The joys in life, they come because somebody was selling something to you or you were selling something to yourself. But in all the selling, sell yourself more. Sell yourself that you can do it. Sell yourself that you are able. Sell yourself that it is possible for you to achieve and attain your goals. Sell yourself this. Build yourself confidence. And I know if you do, tomorrow will always definitely be much better. So again, I do apologize for this evening. Rod wasn't able to join us tonight because he wasn't feeling too well. But in the week ahead or so, he will be able to join us on the live, broadcast as this. Okay. So thank you guys very much for those of you who tuned in, for those of you who shared. It is always a privilege, always an honor. But definitely, I'll try and get Rod back online as soon as possible, so that he can share with you. He's got a great, great wealth of experience in tech and entrepreneurship. He's the only one I know who has worked with Elon Musk, and he's doing incredible things, around technology. He's the CTO of Alphaverse, one of the leading Metaverse projects in Africa. So definitely he's one for you to watch and he's one for you to listen to and learn from. We bring you great people here to share their stories so that you don't have to make the same mistakes that they have made. You can learn from their experiences and you can grow from there. So thank you guys very much today. It was a short one and it's a brief one. I wish you all the very best until I see you guys very soon. Stay blessed and always remember